Hello and welcome to highlights of stage 4 of the UAE Women's Tour 2025. The final stage taking place in and around the capital city, Abu Dhabi. And we've got another flat stage that awaited the riders, starting at the Fatima bint Mubarak Ladies Sport Academy. The race route wound its way through the various sites of Abu Dhabi. Some exposed roads would wait nearer the coast before heading back into the city, and a long, straight, flat run-in to the finish at the Abu Dhabi breakwater. 128 kilometres of racing awaited the peloton, 2 intermediate sprints throughout the day with bonus seconds and points available. The official start was given, and overall at the start it was a fairly steady pace. All eyes on Lorena Wiebes, but very soon a flurry of attacks, FDJ Suez being particularly aggressive early on, trying to force a move. It was then Loes Adagas, also of FDJ Suez, that went solo. She was given a bit of a gap, but no company in this breakaway meant it was relatively short-lived. Crash at the back of the peloton, the big news there being Movistar's Marie Meyering, 9th place on GC, was down, as was German national champion Franzi Koch. As we approached the final kilometre for the first intermediate sprint, it was clear the big names on GC were going to hotly contest this, and it was Silvia Persico who led over the line, taking some bonus seconds away from very close rival Kim Lacourt of AG Insurance Soudal. Approaching 72k to go, it was Nina Burton of EF Education Oatly who launched an attack. She was joined by Burikova of Lebrow-Kuchta and Kosten of Roland. The three of them formed a very strong breakaway, with Millie Cousins and Loes Adagast also going across, adding some more firepower to this breakaway. Gaining almost a minute on the peloton, the 5 riders continue to work well together. No threats on GC for any of the 5 riders in this breakaway. But as we approached some very exposed roads out on the course, the pace in the peloton was very high, as nobody wanted to get caught out in any potential crosswinds or echelons. And very soon that break was reeled back in. This was the very exposed motorway bridge, taking us a number of kilometres over the sea. But it was then Elena Barker, former Olympic team pursuit champion for UNOX Mobility, that went on the attack inside the final 30k, quickly gaining over 30 seconds, up to a minute, meaning she took maximum bonus points and seconds on the line for the intermediate sprint. Once again, hotly contested behind Kim Lacourt, desperately trying to gain some seconds and improve her GC place. But it was Sophie van Rooyen of UAE Team ADQ that prevented her picking up the maximum seconds there. Overall in the point standings, it was Longo Borghini that led Wiebes, but Wiebes' eyes were on the stage win, with her team SD Works prototype on the front controlling things, reeling Elena Barker back in. Just outside 4k to go, Elena Barker's day was done, and it was all about the final run-in to the sprint finish. Number of teams getting up towards the front. Human-powered health were right up there, as were Phoenix de Koenig. But a late move by Olympic Madison champion Vittoria Guazzini of FDJ Suez potentially threatened things, but inside that final kilometre she was brought back in by the lead-out trains. Visma Leasebike leaving it very late to make their way to the front, but ST Works Proton had lost control of the front of the race. Lorena Wiebes was forced to surf the wheels inside the peloton, as Visma Leasebike and their yellow jerseys come towards the front, with a number of teams realising this is their last opportunity for a stage victory at this year's UAE Women's Tour. Inside the final few hundred metres, it was Pauline Ferrand-Prévot herself on the front, but Lorena Wiebes was poised and ready to unleash her sprint. Human-powered health are right up there as well, with Visma Leasebike leading the way. In the final few hundred metres, Wiebes waited and waited, found herself out in the wind, but when the moment was ready, she was poised and ready to go. Never boxed in, never in doubt. Late challenge by young Italian Sarah Fion from Ceratizet did potentially look good, but Lorena Wiebes never in doubt, all the way to the line. A clear victory, and took her 96th career pro win. Big crash in the finishing straight, but no doubt at all about the victory for European champion of SD Works Pro Time, Lorena Wiebes. Number of riders taking a while to get up, Rider from Picnic Post NL was down, as was the Cofidis women's team. But looking at the replay of this, not affecting the front of the race, Lorena Wiebes had already launched her sprint, already well clear, winning the race by a number of bike lengths. Podium being rounded out by Amelie de Dirksen. Confirmation of the stage results. Wiebes wins from Firon and de Dirksen. Zanardi also there in 4th and Verhulsveld in 5th. Bedanza holding on for 6th. And the green jersey also went to Lorena Wiebes, winning the overall point standings with 3 stage wins from 4 stages at this year's Tour. All smiles for UAE team ADQ, leading the overall general classification by 2 minutes and 6 seconds for Longo Borghini. Persico in 2nd, 2 seconds ahead of Kim Lacourt of AG Insurance Soudal. All smiles on the podium for the red jersey presentation. And our top 3 riders overall, Elisa Longo Borghini, Silvia Persico and Kim Lacourt.